Welcome back to Barbecue with Greg. Let's put that meat on the grill. Let's get started.
Welcome back, barbecue friends. Today I'm going to do something a little different, something I've never done before. Today I got this Himalayan salt block stone that our son gave us. So I'm going to be cooking a steak on it. I'm going to be using the Kamado grill here. I just got my coals lit. We'll slowly let that come up in temperature. I put the salt block on here for now and let it also come up with the temperature with the grill. So I'm going to close the lid, let everything climatize. I'm actually going to be cooking some potatoes on here as well, so I'll probably get those going, probably set the dome of around 350 degrees, play with my venting a little bit, and just let those potatoes cook away. And then when the potatoes are ready, I'm going to crank up that temperature and we'll see our steaks here. Because of the size of the salt block, what I might do is sear one steak on the salt block and one steak here on the grill next to it. Maybe do a bit of a comparison. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, it's been about an hour and a half since I lit the grill. Everything's slowly warming up. I got a dome temperature of 400 degrees. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull those potatoes out of there. I'm going to leave the lid open the bottom vent right up, and we'll start bringing the temperature of the whole grill right up. Then we'll get those steaks on. All right, what I got here are some bone-in strip steaks. All I did was crack pepper over this because the salt's going to be added with the block, and maybe we'll sprinkle some salt on the other steak that we don't put on the salt, and we'll go from there. Try to figure out taste test wise where we're at. I'll move the camera close so you can get a good watch. This isn't going to be a long cook on these steaks at these high temperatures, so you'll be able to see what's going on. All right, we got quite a high temperature happening here. Let's get those steaks on. Steak on the block. After a minute or so, you can see that sizzling underneath that steak on that block. That's just looking delicious. Probably a couple minutes on this side. Let's give them a flip. Probably still quite not ready for the flip, but yeah, this guy's kind of sticking. A little too early to flip, but let's do this guy. Well, you can see this one's rendering some fat down, so we're going to give this a flip. Oh, yeah. It's looking really well. I'll move this toward the outside a little bit. I'll put that guy there. This guy, maybe we'll just slide him around. Well, this guy's a little more shielded from the flame, I guess, from the salt. So it's not quite getting that same amount of searing as the other steaks for the same amount of time it's on the grill. Yeah, that's definitely, for having the flames come up and hit the steak like that, that's definitely a game changer there as far as getting the sear on there. Right now we're still 98 degrees, still really cool in there. 90. Let's check this one on the salt here. Definitely a lot more tender. It's 92 degrees. Yeah, it felt way more tender than these, even though the temperature is almost the same. Do another flip here on this. And we'll flip this one around as well. For these having the same amount of cooking time and almost the same temperature, you could just see the difference in the color between these and the one on the salt. All right, let's give this another flip. Oh man, that's looking good. Give this another flip on here. Oh, I'm starting to see a sear happening on there. $130, that one's ready to come off. 110. We're gonna pull this one off. $135. This one's ready to come off. Okay, just the salt one left. Oh, now we're reading 144 degrees. This one's ready too. But the tenderness of this probe tender, it's so soft. Much different than the other two steaks. There we have it. They're all similar in temperature. These two on the grill, this one on the salt block. And I'm telling you, when I'm probing these for temperature, this one's way different feeling than these two. Much more tender. So I'll bring these in, let them rest, then we'll come back for the taste test. All right, here we have it. The steak grilled over the salt block and the steak grilled over the grill. Definitely a big difference in the appearance here. You got nice sear marks from the grill when it's over the fire. On the salt block, it's much more bland. But again, these steaks went up to the same temperature, so let's cut into them, see what we got. Now again, they were only seasoned with pepper. So I'm anticipating more salt taste in this, but we'll see what happens. Again, the feel on this steak is so different. So you got that nice pink color in there on both steaks. Very similar looking inside. Okay, here's the one over the grill. Nice juicy steak. A little bit tough. This one, just even the feel feels more tender. There's that salt taste. I taste the salt only on the outside of it. Wow. As you chew it, the flavor gets right in there. Wow. That really surprised me how much more tender this steak is than this one. The only difference was the salt block. And the flavor right through this steak. It's not overly salty, which I thought it might be. It's a hint of salt flavor, but it just enhances the whole flavor of the meat. As much as I love the sear flavor on a steak, it didn't carry over through the whole steak, if that makes any sense. I'll definitely be experimenting more with this salt block. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate you. Smash that like button. You want to see more of these cooks? Click that subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Barbecue with Greg.
Thanks for watching Barbecue with Greg, one of those barbecue cooking shows people watch on YouTube sometimes.